Episode 9. A Fool's Journey. Remember to subscribe to get more exciting episodes and find out who is really behind this plot.
Standing on the bow of the fishing trawler, he scanned the harbour through the thick haze. Visibility was limited, and the setting sun cast an eerie glow on the water. He turned and shouted to the tall man on the dock. "No naval ships in sight. The tide's going out, and darkness is closing in. We move now. I'll take the lead. You follow." As they sailed further.
"Remember, I have one suitcase and you have the other," the tall man replied, his voice low.
"Why 2 suitcases? One should be enough for this deal."
"You'll understand soon. Besides, it didn't cost more to bribe the guards for 10 rods instead of 5.
As the crew boarded the lead ship, the tall man boarded the second trawler.
"Untie the ropes and prepare to get underway. Full power."
He watched the first ship pull away, waiting 20 minutes before following, maintaining a safe distance to avoid detection. The harbour's protection from the rough Pacific waters was reassuring. He loved being a fisherman, but despised the criminal path he had taken. His younger brother, however, relished the rewards of their black market life. He picked up the radio. "Switch to our special channel." They adjusted their frequencies. Static filled the airwaves before a voice crackled through. "Do you hear me?" "I copy, but I can't see you. Relay your position and heading." "Latitude 59 degrees, 30 minutes. Headed east by southeast. Stay on course and update me periodically." "Don't worry, we never have problems," the voice replied. "You don't understand." "It takes only one time," he muttered, but the other end was silent. An hour and a half later, his brother's voice was tense. "A ship just appeared off my starboard." "Can you identify it?" "No, not enough light." "Stay on course." "I'm changing direction, heading due south." "No!" But silence followed. Frustrated, he shouted, "You fool! Full speed!" he called to his engine room. Relief washed over him when he saw nothing on the horizon. But moments later, he spotted a ship turning towards them. Through binoculars, he identified it as an intelligence ship, sleek and built for speed. "The ship is following me. It's a Russian naval vessel." "What type?" "An intelligence ship. I can't outrun it." "Turn off your lights and make a wide 90-degree clockwise turn. We might need drastic measures. Stop all communications." "What drastic measures?" he asked, but the line was already dead. "Full power. Get the machine guns." He studied the charts while the crew brought up weapons. "A Navy vessel is chasing the other ship. We'll intercept. Darkness should give us an edge." "What's the plan?" a crewman asked. "We can't let them capture the other ship. We may have to shoot it out. Approach in 20 minutes. Turn off all lights and keep a lookout." Chaos engulfed the other ship. "We can't shake them. They'll be on us in 15 minutes. "They're tracking you on radar. Without lights, they can't shoot accurately. Continue your course. We'll be there shortly. Get off the radio." "There's a ship off the starboard 5 miles away," a crewman shouted. Through binoculars, he saw the outline of the intelligence ship chasing his brother. Adjusting the wheel to intercept, he called, "Engine to maximum power." "The engine can only handle this stress for 30 minutes, a crewman warned, hurrying to the engine room. He didn't respond. "Take the raft and jump overboard. Signal the other ship to pick you up." "What are you going to do?" "Ram the ship. I thought we were going to shoot it out." "We'd be killed. Now get moving. I'll follow once I'm sure this ship will hit the target. You won't last 10 minutes in that water without the raft." "Don't worry." They threw the raft into the sea and jumped in. He returned to the helm, concentrating on the Navy vessel. "Pick up the 2 men in the raft." "What are you doing?" "Ramming the Navy ship." "You'll be killed." "I'll jump before. Pick me up within 5 minutes." He shut off the radio. The Navy vessel was a mile away. Floodlights aimed at the other ship. Meanwhile, the crewman signaled the other ship. The Navy vessel fired a shot over the bow. "Reduce speed! Prepare to pick up 2 men!" Switching to SOS frequency, he called, "To the commander of the Navy vessel, hold your fire. You almost hit a raft with 2 men I'm rescuing."
"This is Captain Gorvy of the Russian Navy. Why did you speed away?"
The captain signaled his crew to scan the area. Another ship off the stern on direct course for impact. "What? How can that be?" "It came up fast. I didn't see it before." The radar operator shrugged. "Alert! Impact in 2 minutes. Man all stations. Gunners aim and fire." 30 precious seconds passed as the ship's battery adjusted its aim. The naval vessel's cannons roared, but it was too late. The smaller ship was already closing in fast. The impact was thunderous as Igor's ship slammed into the Navy vessel's stern, causing an explosion that sent debris flying. Flames erupted, casting an orange glow against the dark sea. Igor, gripping the metal suitcase, leaped off his ship just before the collision. He hit the icy water hard, the cold biting into his skin immediately. With one arm wrapped around the suitcase, he struggled to stay afloat. On Ivan's ship, the crew was frantic. "Get the raft ready," Ivan ordered. "We need to pull him out fast." The crew quickly maneuvered the trawler closer to the debris field. Ivan, leaning over the side, stretched out his hand. "Igor, grab my hand." Igor, shivering uncontrollably, reached out with his free hand. His fingers barely brushed Ivan's before slipping away. "Again!" Ivan shouted, determined. He leaned further, and this time their hands locked. Ivan pulled with all his might, hauling Igor onto the deck. Igor collapsed, gasping for breath. "The suitcase! Make sure it's safe," he managed to say between breaths. Ivan nodded, taking the metal suitcase and securing it inside the cabin. "We've got it! You're safe now." The Navy vessel, now crippled and burning, struggled to respond. Captain Gorvy barked orders. "Damage control! Stop that fire from reaching the ammunition!" But the chaos on board made it difficult. The intelligence ship was listing, its hull breached and flames spreading rapidly. The crew's efforts to contain the blaze were proving futile. Back on Ivan's ship, Thomas and Victor tended to Igor, wrapping him in blankets to ward off hypothermia. "You'll be fine, just hang in there," Victor reassured him. Ivan took the helm, steering them away from the wreckage. "Full speed! We need to get as far from here as possible." As they sped through the night, Ivan checked the radio. Static filled the airwaves, but he managed to pick up a faint transmission. "This is Captain Gorvy. We've been hit. Require immediate assistance." Ivan switched off the radio. There was no going back now. The priority was to get to the rendezvous point and complete the deal. Igor, now semi-conscious, opened his eyes and looked at Ivan. "Did we get them?" Ivan nodded. "Yes, we did, but we need to keep moving. The rendezvous is still ahead." Igor managed a weak smile. "Good. We'll make it." The crew worked in silence, the weight of the night's events heavy on their shoulders. The distant glow of the burning Navy vessel slowly faded behind them, swallowed by the darkness of the open sea. The trawler moved steadily towards its destination, the promise of dawn on the horizon. They had survived the night, but the journey was far from over. As the first light of morning began to break, Ivan knew they had to remain vigilant. The ocean was vast, and danger lurked in its depths. But for now they had each other and a mission to complete. The end of their perilous journey was in sight, and together they would see it through.